Hi Igniters! Um, okay, so I'm kind of struggling with the prompt for today because I always introduce myself with what I do. I think it's kind of just the habit we get into when we, especially if we're running our own business. It's kind of like, hi, like, I'm Tara, I'm a writer, blah, 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 blah. So trying to introduce myself in terms of pointless hobbies is quite challenging, even though I do have quite a few pointless hobbies. Like, one thing that I really love to do is read. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have a floor length bookcase, and then I've got one on the other side of the room. And then I also have about 4 big bags full of books that I've been forced to collect to donate because they won't fit on my bookcases. I also have about 3,000 Kindle books that I haven't read yet. In fact, maybe it's more apt to say that one of my hobbies is buying books rather than reading them. And the other way I love to spend my time is making things. So I like mixed media art and recycling random bits of like cardboard and magazines and random things that you would never think would make an art tool but do. I think I mentioned on day 3 that I'd started upcycling things for around the house. So in fact I've got, hang on. So last weekend I made a couple of simple bits of art to go on my living room wall. So I'll show you. So that's a dragon. And then that's a unicorn. So I'm gonna make frames to put them in as well. But I made them out of an old set of IKEA drawers and some magazines. So I knocked out the back of the drawers, chopped it in half, and then just outlined my image and glued on loads of strips of magazine. So I do pointless things like that with my time because I can never switch off. I cannot just sit there and watch TV or watch film, even though I adore binge watching box sets on Netflix or on Sky or wherever, or my absurd DVD collection. I can't just not do something with my hands, so I tend to have a sketchbook or a notepad or a random project like that on the go at the same time. Recently I've also started playing around with patchwork because both of my aunties make the most amazing quilts, and I haven't quite got that far yet, but I've made a cushion cover, or I've made the front panel of a cushion cover. I've done the patchworky bit, okay, and then I've cut out loads and loads of shapes to make another one, but I haven't actually started doing the sewing yet. So I'm sure you can imagine my house is utter chaos. I have a whole room dedicated to art supplies, and my cat actually really likes living in there because she can sort of climb up on stacks and shelves of different things and get away from my crazy little doggy. Anyway, I think that's everything. I mean, I have other hobbies, but I feel like this video is going to get really, really long. So those are my core pointless pastimes. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about them, and I will see you tomorrow.